Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. We're going to take another look at Gadget. Okay, so I'm going to address some of the issues that happened in the first video. First of all, I'm going to give you a great big recording tip and then show you how to export your mix so you can get it into another DAW or Cubasis or something like that. And then we're going to run through some of the great presets that come with all the different synths and stuff. Okay, so first of all, we're going to run through this recording thing. Well, first of all, I've got 4 scenes set up, okay, and 5 tracks. I've recorded the first 5, so it kind of goes like this. Now, you'll see that first one repeated because I've got loop switched on here. So if we want to just run through the scenes as they go. Now, another thing is when we press function yesterday, when I did the other video, this first button here, 4 times 1, is the repeat time. You can get it to, it's 4/4 signature, but you want the scene to you can get the scene to repeat twice or wherever, how many ever times you like. But I've got it just repeating once, and I have each scene repeating for 1 time. So if I hit play, it'll now jump to scene 2. Now here's another tip as well. If I want to record into scene 2 now, all I need to do is go into the particular device that I want, and it will be in scene 2 because scene 2 is highlighted. What tended to happen, what I was doing, and probably what most people do, is if you click this again, so depending on where you are, as soon as you press stop, it'll jump to the beginning of that particular scene you're on, but if you hit stop again, it'll go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, so that's important to know. Okay, so 1 stop to stay in the scene you're in, 2 on a stop to go back to the beginning of the actual track, of the actual song, if you like. So the other thing was the recording tip. Now, if we went into function again and we selected the one of the instruments, one of the track instruments, if you like, in any of the scenes, we see we have mute, clear, copy, length. So if we hit length, we can go up to 8 bars. 1 to 8 bars. And people were saying, including myself, as well, that's not enough. I don't like to record like that. I'd rather record over 16 bars or 20 bars. Well, this is how you can do that. This is how you get around this. Okay, so make sure we're at the beginning of the song or the scene where you want to start to record from. You're not locked into actually starting the beginning, but bearing in mind also that you will only get a count in from scene 1. If I try to record in scene 3, let me just stop that there once, remember, and I hit this synth here. If I have metronome switched on so we can hear, and I hit record, we can switch loop off. But as soon as I press play, okay, the song will play. Okay, so we'll double tap to get back to the beginning. Go back, and because I've double tapped on the stop, we've gone back to bar 1. Now, for instance, if I selected it there, now again, from scene 1, metronome on, we can switch loop off, record on, we'll get the count in. Okay, so that's something to remember. You won't get a count in once you start from somewhere in any of the other scenes after scene 1. Now, here's the thing. The scale thing is great. I've got this set on, I think, a Japanese scale, and the scale will change for every instrument, so it's fine. You know, you're never going to be able to really play a wrong note. But here we go. So this is what I wanted to do. I want to record my little synth thing over the whole thing. Well, okay, so, you know, I was thinking, well, I can't do that. I'm going to have to record a maximum of 8 bars at a time on each of the separate scenes, but I don't have to do that. What I can do is this. So we select our synth here. Okay, now make sure it's double tap because I'm going to go from the beginning of this. Make sure, this is important as well, make sure loop is off or it will just loop scene 1. Okay, and I don't want quantize on, so I've got quantize switched off because I want to play freely. and all I have to, metronome is on, so all I have to do now is hit record. I'll get the counting because I'm at scene 1. So here we go. Double tap to return, switch record off and go back. And we can see now that I've just recorded all that lead over the whole thing. So making sure loop is off, making sure we turn our metronome off because we do not want to hear that. Hit play. You hear all the nuances of the... It's just playing as exactly as I played it. So double stop now. Super important now, when you've got we're going to go into the export now. When you've got what you're happy with here, we hit this little thing here, and this is really important. Okay, we're going to save this, and this will just save. It's called connected set. It generates its own name for the track. Of course, you can change it, but it's saved the whole thing now. Okay, so go to there. Please remember to save, or you'll only export tracks that you've previously saved, even though you've recorded a new bit. Okay, so we hit export now, and we can go up to the Gadget Cloud or audio file, which will be iTunes, Dropbox, which obviously puts it into Dropbox, and audio copy. So let's go audio copy to exports. Now, doesn't take too long. Cool. Now, audio copy takes a little while to open. And there it is. Now we're gonna name this. Okay, so we'll just call it I don't know, Gadget, and we'll call it Gadget Test. Okay, so copy audio, and it's copying audio. So from there we can go to Cubasis. Turn this round and check I can see. Oh, you guys can see. Yeah, it's fine. So, okay, so let's go into audio, and let's close all this up so we can see. And import, audio paste. And at the top here should be Gadget Sounds, and there should be 2 of them. One I did earlier just to make sure this worked. So we do this, hit this one, and it's pasting. Sorry, we just need to. I'll close all this up because it gets in the way. And there it is, Gadget Test. Okay, so what we need to do now is just double tap there, and it'll get our track into Cubasis. And of course, now it's in Cubasis, we're free to add effects, add other instruments, do whatever we like. So there you go, guys. So there's that thing. So let's just set this up so we can see it again. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so we can close Cubasis now, and this. Let's just go. So we can go back. Okay, so we're done. So let's have a listen. Let's have a play with some of the sounds we get. Okay, so I'm just gonna, just so this isn't too confusing, just create a new set. That'll do. Now these are the different instruments. So I'll run through various ones I really like. This is called, actually, this is called Amsterdam, and It's effects, basically impact effects. So we can either scroll through the effects, or we can hit the browser and we can open them up. So we have all these different, and each one of these has obviously four effects built right in. It's so cool. And we can do other things with it as well, but I'm more concerned with just having a quick blast at some of the sounds. Marseille is a PCM synth. It has some very, very nice sounds built right in, and it has a stack of, I mean, all these things have stacks and stacks of stuff built in, you know, some really nice things. Don't forget, in a previous video I said that when you open Marseille, it automatically has the chord selected. Just deselect it if you want to play single notes. But it has some great sounds. Super good quality. Don't forget you can also MIDI it up to your MIDI keyboard anyway. Had some nice and of course it has two effect sends in this particular one. So, you know, you could have an ensemble's quite nice. As we drag it up. Okay, so there's that gadget. Chicago. It's like a TB303 kind of thing. It's actually easy to program on a TB303 as well. You haven't got to mess around. And of course, like I said yesterday, once you go into scale here, you can choose, you know, how many up to 4 octaves there that you can see. So that's cool. So you're not kind of and again, you can select from just the big. And don't forget also with gadgets is everything is programmable. And of course you have an arpeggiator on this one as well. Different effects. Another gadget. Another one. Berlin. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. They're so good quality, the sound. And of course, completely programmable. that's why also when this gets audio bus compatibility, you'll be able to use all these synths as separate keyboards, you know. So that'll be pretty darn cool. Okay, so let's go down a little bit more. Wolfgang, I think this is the one I just used. Yeah. Again, like I said, everyone has stacks of sounds. All of them are adjustable. So we could say, we could just, I'm not sure how you save actually, maybe double tap. Or is there a initial? Anyway, it doesn't matter. You can save. Okay, so there's some of that. Let's have a definitely look at this. We've looked at that one. Phoenix, this is like a polyphonic analog synth. Very poly sixes. And of course, if we just switch over here, we have our effects, so we can have some more. We can add some more delay. Great sounds. Again, more sounds. I mean, these aren't naff sounds, you know. They're really great. Okay, so, and not every gadget, by the way, has the same effects or an arpeggiator. Some of them do some uploads. Okay, moving swiftly on. This is good. This is Togo. This is like another beat machine. Because we can alter everything. Some really great sounds. Again, you've got stacks and stacks of kits to play with. And it would take all day to go through all of these. Kiev, I like. I really dig this synth. And we can choose 4 different voices. And this is this great thing how they've done this. Say, for instance, we just select. Fantastic. Okay, and let's go further down. Okay, so you've got this chippy tune thing. I don't particularly like that, but there you go. This is good. anyone who likes dubstep is gonna. The cool thing is that when you record, you can set these as changes. So you again, stacks of stuff. All the dubstep wobble stuff you'd ever need, and a great bass synth as well. You take the wobbling factor out. Cool beans. And let's see. Okay, Brussels. This is nice as well. Similar high-techy kind of. Kind of thing. Hooverish. It's really great. Great. So you have all the like analog sounds, all you got your PCMs, you got great drum machines. Oh, you can just go on. It's brilliant. Okay, and a quick look at one more because we've gone on for ages and ages again. Let's see. The Helsinki. I haven't covered them all, obviously. Some of them I did in the other video. This is Helsinki. This is it's a polyphonic ambient synthesizer. So. Anyway, guys, we're going to have to leave it for there. I hope you've enjoyed this. So there's 3 things you've seen now: more sounds, how to export, and a tip on recording over the length of the song. See you later.